Okay, so now you are clear about what is the difference between application server and web server, and as well as what is the advantages for application server if you configure externally a web server. And there is one more point I want to add for this WebSphere point of view. Remember, in application server itself there is going to be an internal embedded HTTP server, which is nothing but internal web server. That part we will discuss more on architecture. Okay, and hope you are clear with the versions. And 6.0 version V6 is the grand success version of a WebSphere, and after that V7, V8, V9 is the latest one, and the difference between the version to version is nothing more than profiles is going to be added, and the same profiles will be carried forward and additionally something is going to be added. Okay, now so I just want to give the overview of the entire thing what we discussed up to now. We are clear about what is the WebSphere tool and the flavors of WebSphere tool and WebSphere application server administration clear, and with the WebSphere the competitors and belongs to which company and how they will interact with the clients, and depending upon what concept client is going to decide which flavor, whether WebSphere or WebLogic JBus he needed, is going to decide upon their requirement. And coming to the WebSphere point of view, it is a tool with a different flavors, and the main one is WebSphere application server administration WAS admin. In that we have MQMB server administration, process server administration which is migrated as a BPM, and portal server administration, e-commerce, and all those are depending upon. Anyhow, WebSphere is going to deal with JT application. Depending upon the different types of JT application, different type of these flavors of the tools is going to be used. And coming to the chapters point of view, we have 10 chapters, right? So in these 10 chapters, which start with architecture, topology and terminology, installation and system management. These 4 chapters need a continuous rapport. 40% of the subject is done, but this is needed continuous rapport, and as well as more concentration on system management, on the folder structure, how the files is forming, which location the files are going to be, how the files are going to be interlinked, what is a product binaries, what is a profile. So once how the migration is, what will happen once the not migration, it is once the federation is happened with the profile to profile, and migration is different story. So if it is going to be your entire setup is in version 6, and if you want to move it to version 7, that is going to be a migration. Okay, so I just want to explain with the experience of WebSphere interview point of view. The course content point of view have 10 chapters, right? Interview point of view, there is going to be 12 to 13 points what you are going to say. Generally from each and every chapter you will take 1 or 2 and you are going to express that. So coming to this chapters point of view, first 4 chapters very precious is system management and installation, and system management is a practical one, and architecture and topology and terminology theoretical discussion. Once you are perfect with that, then remaining 6 chapters are individual ones. In that 6 chapters, clustering and security is very precious, and performance, troubleshoot and class loaders, those are almost all theoretical discussion only. Totally there is 5 installation, system management, clustering, SIB and security. These 5 are practical oriented, almost all 90% practical oriented. Remaining 5 chapters, architecture, topology and terminology, performance, troubleshoot and class loaders. These 5 are 90% theoretical discussion, nothing more than that. And thanks for your time, and thanks for watching me.